What's up pythoneers, this is Dwivedi and welcome back to my channel all about Python. Today I'm gonna talk about a very common Python line of code that many professional Python developers use, but many beginner developers simply don't know about. And even if they do, they don't really know what it is used for. And that is if __name __ double equals to main. You will find this line somewhere at the bottom of many Python scripts. But the question is, what is the purpose of this code snippet, apart from making code look more professional? That's exactly what we are going to find out in this video. So stay tuned till the end to know everything about it. Also, if you like such interesting Python videos, subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to never miss a video. In this video, we are gonna break this statement and understand each word within this statement, learn how you can use this statement in your code, a detailed demo explaining the working of this statement in Python, and why is this statement needed. So without any further ado, let's begin. First, let's break this statement into words. When we break it, we get three words: if, __name __ and __ main __ within quotes, along with an equality operator. If here simply means that this is an if statement. If you don't know what if statement is, all you need to understand here is that if the value after if returns true, the code written within it will run, else it will not. In other words, if the value returned by __ name __ double equals to main is true, then the code written within this statement will run. If you observe how this code snippet is used, you will see that the main function, or for that matter any function that starts the script, is kept within this statement. And since the script using this line work, which is kind of obvious, we can say that name equals to main returns true when we run our code. Or in other words, when we run our code, name has the value main. But what is this name? Well, let's analyze it. Name is a built-in variable in Python, which means this variable automatically gets created every time a Python script runs. You don't need to declare the variable, and you can use the variable anytime within your script. Now you may ask, what does it store and why its value was main? Name variable simply stores the name of the current module as a string. For example, if I create a module named calculator.py and import and use it in some other script, the value of name variable within the calculator.py module will be calculator, as the name of the module and the script is calculator. I will describe this demo in detail at the end of this video. But if we run calculator.py directly, then the calculator.py runs as the main module, thus giving it the value of main. That explains what this code snippet does. But one question that still remains is, how is this useful? Now I'm going to give you a demo with an example showing how this code snippet is used and when and how you should use it. So let's start with the demo. For the sake of this demo, I'm going to call __name __ variable as name. As you can see here, I have two scripts with me. One is calculator.py and the other is import _calculator.py. Calculator.py has functions add, subtract, multiply and divide, which you may have guessed adds, subtracts, multiplies and divides numbers. Also, the script prints the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of number 1 and 2 and gives us a message that this is the calculator script. And import _calculator.py simply imports the calculator module, prints the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of number 2 and 4 and gives us a message that this script is the import calculator script. Both these scripts will also print the values of name variable for calculator.py so that we can observe how the value of name variable changes. First, let's run calculator.py. The output is what we expected. We got this is a calculator script message. We got the numeric calculations of 1 and 2, and the name variable has value main. As I said earlier, the script is being executed directly, making it the main module. That's why name variable value is main. Now let's run import calculator.py. The output we get is a lot different than some of us may expect. The script first executed the commands that were mentioned in calculator.py, and then it executed commands mentioned in import calculator.py. But why does it behave like this? The answer is simple. That's how Python works. Let me explain. When you import a module, Python automatically executes all commands within it, be it creation of functions or print statements. So when we imported calculator.py, all the print statements were automatically executed by Python, thus giving us this weird output. Now we are in a situation of dilemma. If I remove print statements from calculator.py, nothing will be printed when I run it directly. But if I don't remove it, these print statements will be executed every time I import calculator.py in any script. So is there any way that the print statements within calculator.py run only when I run the script directly and not when I import it? Yes, there is. If you notice the value of name variable in calculator.py, you will notice that its value is main. And if you check the value of name variable in import_calculator.py, you would notice that its value is the calculator, as the main module's name was calculator. So if I add these print statements within the if statement, if name == main, what will happen here is that the script will check the value of name variable. If the script is run directly, name variable will have value main, like we saw before, and the print statements will be executed. And if the script is imported by any other script, name value will not be the value of main. Instead, it will be the name of the module. In this case, the statement name == main will return false, and the print statement will not be executed. Let's test run it. If I run calculator.py, the output is still the same as before, like we wanted. But now if I run import calculator.py, you will see the print statements from calculator.py were not executed just like we wanted. So as you guys saw, we can use this line of code to prevent certain Python lines of code to be executed when the module is imported, and allow these lines to be executed when the script is executed directly. Now comes the last part of this video. Where is this code snippet useful? The line of code can be very useful for cases where you have a module that has to both run as a separate script and be used as a module and imported by other scripts. In such a scenario, you can use this statement to give your script the ability to do both. I hope this video was able to explain this concept well. If you want to revise this concept, you can come back to watch this video. Also, you can check out my blog on the same topic. Link is in the description down below. You will also find the GitHub link to this demo code on my blog. Subscribe to my channel to get such interesting videos on Python and programming. Also, check out my previous video on how you can automate Instagram using Python. This is Vishesh Dwivedi signing off.